also because of, I think I was lucky because my family, because the African people are very strong. The problem are the kings, were the ones who are really wasting our time. The rulers are the ones who waste our time. But otherwise, Africans are very strong, especially in this area here. You can read what Stanley wrote. Those are explorers who came here, Huntington Speak, Stanley, they wrote, said, these Africans, these fellows are advanced, who are advanced? Agriculture, bananas, cows. The problem were just our rulers who were always fighting one another, full of themselves, king, what. Then they divide us. But otherwise, the communities are very strong. Now, the luck I had was that my family never got involved so much in the colonial system, was never involved in the colonial system. My great-grandfather was alive when the Europeans came. He died, I think, around 1915. He never joined the church. He kept with his cows. He didn't join the colonial system. He didn't join the church. He died in 1915. Then my grandfathers were there. They were rich traditional people. They never went into the churches. They never joined the colonial system. They remained with the cows. They died, I think the last died around 1943 there. It was Kaguta who was the first person to go into the church. And by that time I was there myself also, so I went with him as a junior member, and we joined the church in 1947. But even when we joined, we remained traditional. See, traditional people are very strong. They are not very strong. Stamina, looking after cows, what. So things you find, even when I was joined the army, what they were doing, the army was much weaker than my lifestyle. As cattle keeper, you are very, very tough. So it's just luck, because I think if I had joined the chapati eating and all that, it may have been different. But I'm an original Munyankore who knows English and has studied the world. This is the advantage really about the stamina. My uncles have just died. They were one of them died at 104 years. Another, Kaguta died when he was 97. But for most of the time, he was looking after the cows. Even in the 90s, he would go and these children were seeing him. He was looking after the cows. So it is that tradition. If you can imagine a Karamojong, if he doesn't become disoriented, he is a very strong person. That lifestyle there is gives you stamina. So the culture I had a discussion with the Navagereka, and she was trying to talk about the culture. She said, yes, we can audit it. We can audit the culture and see some of the practices which are out of date and remove them, but keep the others which are very strong. So I think it is that combination, the motivation to make sure that you don't become slaves, we don't become slaves, and then secondly, the stamina is from the historical accident of a traditional man arriving in the city. Because they had never seen traditional people. They had people who had become like westernized. I'm not westernized. I'm an original Munyankore who just arrived in the town here. From when I came to Mbarara, 1959 for junior secondary, that was my first time to go from the village to the town. And see rice, what, all this. And for us, we didn't like those things. Rice, we were giving it a bad name. We were stuck with our things. Even now, I eat my mhogo. I don't eat rice. So that is the...
And for us, the chapati eaters, what is our hope?
Katonda jari. But remember that millet is there. You can come back to millet, you can come back. Because me, I eat millet. They know. I eat millet, I eat muhogo. I eat our food. I don't eat European foods.
And you inspire all of us. We're almost coming to the end, and if you do give us time, if you do have time, I can ask like 3 more people to just add on, but for now we have just 4 questions left. One from Mr. Nyangweso, one from Musa Sekamanya, one from the head of the PPU, Sanda Walusimbi, and I wanted to ask something about the PDM if we have time, but let's first hear from Mr. Nyangweso.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year, Your Excellency. My name is Timothy Nyangweso. I work with UBC. My question is something you've hinted on, education and human resource of the country. I was reading the Uganda Education Statistics Abstract Report of 2010. It shows the numbers grew to 8 million plus who are enrolled in primary school. Secondary school, it goes to 1.1 million. Then tertiary, it goes to 174,000 people. The question that I'm asking, Your Excellency, you have solved the quantity problem, number of children getting to school. The biggest question now is on quality. What do you envision as quality human resource over Uganda?
Even the quantity is not fully solved, because as you say, there are 8 million in the primary school, which is 7 years. Yes. Then you go to the secondary school, you find only 1 million. What has happened to the 7 million? And the secondary school system is 6 years, almost up to A level. So that means there's a big number of school dropouts. So even that one is not fully addressed, because the local elite, because of their not seeing far, have not implemented UPE properly. They still bring back charges which chase children from the school. That's how you have the difference between the 8 million plus versus the 1 million. That means a big number have dropped out, which is what we are going to resolve in the coming Bisanja, because in the government schools, I would like to get completely free education. Like I'm giving in the skilling hubs, the one they were showing you here. Children study free. Now on the issue of the quality, the quality, some elements of it are good. For instance, science education in medicine, in engineering, in sciences, good. It's good. You get very good scientists. But the problem was in the big numbers of social sciences, because of the culture of administration. People wanted to be administrators, to be office workers. But that one we are addressing in the new curriculum by really going to the yoga, to the skills in the educational system. So it will be handled. Some of the quality is good because of the intellectual side, science, intellectuality is very good, some of it. But globally, the emphasis on social sciences created a lot of people who are not fitted for the job market, for the economy. That's how you get all these unemployed graduates, children who have finished university but cannot get jobs. So we are handling both. We shall handle both the quantitative, which is not fully implemented, and also the qualitative, by emphasizing skills. You can be a social scientist, but do farming, that's a skill. Do farming, do something which is needed in the job market. Mm-hmm.
It was Mr. Nyangweso, and then I think I have Musa.
Webale nnyo Natasha. Mzee bampita Shafik Mukulu, chairman Ghetto is Yellow.
Okay.
Bampita Shafik Mukulu, chairman Ghetto is Yellow. Mzee nze ngenda kwogera ku bintu bya ghetto. Ngoberedde nnyo campaign zo zogera nnyo ku PDM. Naye ku PDM wetuba twogetu oli mu kujja Kampala mu campaign. Kampala ejjudde abapangisa. Tuli bapangisa, waliwo abaana bakulidde ku street. PDM eri all about agriculture. Agriculture eyetaaga ettaka, eyetaaga space. Otegekedde ki abaana b'e Kampala nga ffe aba ghetto?
Ab'e Kampala nabategekera dda. Bw'ogenda waliwo eri munda oyise Kasangati, waliwo abantu ba workshops benatandika nabo. What do they call those villages beyond, after Kasangati?
Gayaza.
Migera? Mi what? I've got a lot of groups which have supported, na groups nyingi zempagide is workshops. Like here there was a group here in Serbia of furniture. Nabawagira. I supported groups in, is it Nigeria? Nigeria. There's a girl there called Chiwewesi. You can go and check on her. We supported their group. So we can support artisanship in the town. Artisanship, services of Wereza, border borders. Border borders is urban. Border borders, you can see them there. Chigo. Let me come back, just 1 minute. You can see them there.
In the meantime, we can continue with our introductions. I think we had started, we'll stop that side. So, introductions. Quick introductions before music comes.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year. My name is Emmanuel Rumala Dombo, Director of Information at the NRM Secretariat.
Yes, all right. Happy New Year. God is good. Twebaza nnyo Katonda olwa kino kyatuusizaako. Amanya gange nze Jennifer Fulfiga, ndi President's Advisor, Sister wa Natasha. My sister, I want a new photo with you. Ntandike na kyo guno omwaka. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Arinda, aka Madam CEO, Madam Kofi. I'm a Muzukulu.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Robert Sharp Mugabe. I work with Government Citizen Interaction Center as the Deputy Director.
Mugamba mutya basebo ne banyabo amanya Bukenya Media. Oba Bukenya Nelson oba Bukenya Media.
Basebo ne banyabo muje baleko amanya gange bampita Ronald Muhwana, CEO PL on TV.
Baseba muje baleko ne banyabo muje baleko amanya gange nze Nachanzi Sumaya aka Maya nga ku social media nkozesa NRM Warrior. Thank you.
Balamusiza basebo ne banyabo amanya nze Zakia Lucky nkola ne UBC, everything to do with tourism. Era nkola ne Miss Tourism Uganda and a stylist at Zack Styles.
Good afternoon. My name is Maureen Babidia. I'm a news anchor with UBC Television.
Happy New Year. Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Steve Washington. I come from 100.2 Galaxy FM Zina and Galaxy TV Gikonkoni.
Good afternoon. My name is Sky Soldier representing to the world. I'm the CEO Sky Soldier Media. Everywhere you go.
Good afternoon. My name is Jisui David. Good Times Media.
Good afternoon. My name is Muindo Innocent, CEO Innomite Media.
Good afternoon. Happy New Year. My name is Rachel Namsoke, CEO Lumpe Media UG.
We will continue later. Mzee is coming back. Thank you.
So we are very, very conscious tukimanyi nti omutawuni ebitundu ebimu bya tawuni muyinza kukola gye tuyita peri-urban agriculture ebiri balibali eyo nga Kazo, Nansana, oyinza kulunda enkoko, emanju, naye mutawuni wakati waliwo ebyobugaga ebikwatagana bulungi ne tawuni. Artisanship, carpentry, metalwork, shoemaking, knitting and weaving. We have been skilling many youth in Kampala here. She has been skilling. Where is the They are there. They were showing some here. Can you show them those activities on the TV? Then services, border, bakery, all those for the town. That's what we emphasize. Tuchimanyi, I know it. I will not be talking about PDM in Kawempe because it's not so much applicable as it is in the rural areas. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Jose. We're almost coming to the end. We have a question from Mr. Sandawalu Simbi. Then we have a response to Kasuku Katende's question. I think someone wants to respond to him after Sanda. Moses Birhanga will respond, and then if you allow, we can have 2 more questions depending on your time.
Okay.
Thank you, Natasha. I'll just quickly go back and tell Mr. Simon those chapels of Bugolobi we should stop. Now, Your Excellency, as the world shifts towards multipolar power centers and rapid technological change, like AI comes to mind, digital trade automation, cryptocurrency, etc. My question is, what strategies will ensure that Uganda is not left behind? And how can Uganda leverage global diversity in wealth creation? Thank you, Your Excellency.
Uganda, what is crucial is African integration. If that one is happening, then there's nothing else that the rest will be easier. That's why our emphasis on the East Africa, so that East Africa operates as a common market, but even better as a political federation. But in the short run, at least as a common market. And we are moving well on that. If we have that, and then we have the rest of Africa as a market, where we sell and buy from, there's nothing that will stop us. Others may work with us, they may not, but we shall survive and thrive. So Africa is the crucial area of operation. The rest is additional. Then, okay. Now about the multipolar, that's all right, because hegemony doesn't work. Hegemony is people trying to control the world. It's very dangerous for you to try that. That's how Austria-Hungary collapsed. Because Austria-Hungary was, first of all, Rome. You remember Rome, the Pope? The Pope was trying to control the whole world. That they were Christian, because they had become Christians, so he wanted to control all of them. So much so that when Henry VIII wanted to marry another woman, then the Pope made it his business to go and stop him. That's how problems started. England broke with the Rome, and the wars. The Spanish Armada, 1588, when they tried to invade England. A lot of unnecessary trouble, but if you try to, it's better to work with people rather than trying to dominate. Then, after the Pope failed to dominate the Christian world, after so many wars, it caused a lot of wars. Then, when capitalism came, the French Revolution, 1789, there was a man called Metternich in Austria-Hungary. He was the chancellor who tried to exterminate capitalism, tried to invade France, and it ended up destroying the whole of the empire of Austria-Hungary. So multipolar is unstoppable. Can't stop it. You can't and you shouldn't even try. It's good. What they should aim at is win-win. Because I've been telling some people, why do you want, because like now, you're wonderful Africa. I don't know whether you have those computers which you go with, you don't work, you sleep. Me, I don't have any computer with me. Just keep them far away. Even the phones, I don't go with them. But for you, always with them. Stops you from thinking. But you can check. Your wonderful Africa, the GDP, I think now is like 3 trillion. The whole of Africa. Do you have your phone? You check now. The GDP of Africa. Me who doesn't go with phones, I have it in my head. I think it's about 3-point-something trillion.
3.1 trillion.
Imagine, the whole of Africa. Obugagabo Africa yonna is 3.1 trillion. All the dancers in Pakachini, all the... Now you check the GDP of the United States. I think it's about 30 trillion. 30. Check the GDP of the United States.
31 trillion.
30.3. 30.6.
31 trillion.
About 31 trillion. So you imagine, people, United States is a quarter of Africa. Africa is 12 million square miles. United States is 3 million square miles. You can fit USA into Africa 4 times, and it will fit there. We are 1.5 billion now. United States is 300 million. So, for them to have so much money when we are so much wealth, and what I've been telling these friends, of course, the problem is first of all us, you people, the influencers. Because the influencers, Bakatende, they're influencing people in the wrong direction. Instead of orienting them in the right direction of value addition, because the biggest problem of Africa is producing raw materials. Losing the value, hemorrhage, narutuma ekigambo, erinya ekikulukuto. Ekikulukuto, I remember I used that when I was with the other Gen Z. You must stop the ekikulukuto. The hemorrhage, this is a sickness among women sometimes. Banyangore call it ekyejwiso. Nebanga abantu abagana bakiyita ekikulukuto. This ekikulukuto of Africa must stop. Losing money, losing jobs. And it is that which creates this poverty. So I have been asking to answer your question of multipolar what? I've been asking my Western partners, you people, why do you want to trade with poor people? Why would you not see that it is in your advantage? Now Africa, if Africa was like, because if you take the GDP of US, which is 30 trillion, for 300 million people. That means that each person has got like $60,000 or what per capita. Would be what for the US? Maybe about what?
$60,000?
Yes, about $50,000. Now, if Uganda, if Africans, 1.5 billion of them, if they were not necessarily 50, even if they were like 30,000, what will be the GDP of Africa? What's 1,000 times 1.5 billion? Like 45 trillion?
50 trillion. 450 trillion. 1.5 billion times.
No.
It's 45 trillion, Your Excellency.
45 trillion. Yes. That should be at least, if we were there. Would it not be, wouldn't America do better business with us if we had money in our pockets? They could sell us more planes, they could sell us more this, more that, more that. So why would you want, if you are a clever, I can see that some of these Western thinkers are also not good planners. Because Africans are friendly to Europe. We speak English. I don't speak Chinese, I don't speak Russian. I speak English. I am a man of Shakespeare. So why don't you take advantage of me and you do business with me? But in order for you to do business with me, I should have money in my pocket. So if you come here and you want to take my, because now when they take unprocessed gold, when they take unprocessed gold, which is 84% pure, they give like $60,000 per kilogram. When it is processed to 99.9%, like the one in Busia there, it goes for $120,000. So in a kilo, would be losing like $50,000 per kilo of gold if you sell it unprocessed, unprocessed. If you process it, you use more electricity, local. You create jobs, you get more money. And in that way, I can buy more from the US. That's what I'm telling them. You people, wake up. Don't want to maintain poverty in Africa. This 3 trillion is a shame. And you have got all these influencers. What are they influencing the banana? Katende. Influencers bano banana. Abantu mbalagawa. Africa must have a GDP, because very soon, in the next 30 years, we shall be 2.5 trillion, 2.5 billion. We shall be a quarter of the human race, but disorganized. So that's why I want you to be organized. The bali binasinkana lwakitula Gen Z waliwo muzukulu wange Sandra
is here actually.
Sandra?
She's here. She has a testimony.
Oh, amatoke gaffe gatuusewa.
What was in the
Happy New Year, Mr. President.
Happy New Year, Sandra.
How are you?
Very fine.
Thank you so much. Bana kansoke nkobaze Mr. President kanfukamira nako. Fukamira bano wondaba.
Abanyangole tubafukamira. Bafukamira Katonda yeka.
Aanze kanfukamira neyanziza nnyo amatoke gatuuka. Bampa bunches 5 nenga tunda. Naye kakati capital tena ya still nagana okuwera kati nengera mu kampani yange ya ushering agency gye nnina kuba nina abaana balingana beemployinga kati mwenayongera
wajja mu sente meka
nagajjamu 25 gyokka
5 bunches.
Yes.
Ngenda kukongereyo some more bunches.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so much.
Osibuka wa?
Nsibuka Matugga Katalema.
Wano ewaffe?
Awo nyini, Bombo Road.
Otwalwana awo?
Awo nyini. Yes, Mr.
Wali tolabanga ku matooke. Tewali matooke eyo?
Tetulinayo, tugonna twagatema.
Kyafuuka kibuga kati?
Kati tewakyali, nindagago opozi. Tewakyali matooke, ngenda kulindagago.
Very good. Sasa nokumwongera bunches nga 10 ndowooza nga 10 zigenda kwengera.
Nazo tujjazi oba tugenda kuteesa Mr. President ekyokukola ekituufu.
Kale Sandra. Now, the reason how I linked up with Sandra, she was Como Sandra. Sandra was pleading for imports. Until to say, no take a come solo ku nviri z'abafu eziva bweru nti wandire enviri z'amafu niziyingira bwerere. Nemugamba nti nedda muzukulu enviri z'abafu zirina okuweereza omusolo zemijja bweru bwemba mwagala enviri ezawano mukozese wano tewali bafu wano mubajje oba mukozese ebyayi muleke kuleeta enviri z'abafu z'ebweru kaweke kati zino za kaluzosa kalufuwa za kalufuwa eziva bweru zirina okuweereza emisolo kati kwe kumugamba muzukulu nemugamba nti bw'oba toyagala kuweereza omusolo genda ntungamu ewaffe ogula amatooke ogaleete Kampala awo tekuli musolo gwonna internal distribution because they talk of taxes. Yes, we are taxing, but taxing imports. Not only imports, but luxury ones. We don't even tax medicine. We don't even tax machinery. We tax luxury items. So that's how I linked up with Narinjagala Ingiremu business, internal distribution. Amatoke, okugaja ntunga munagarete eno, ebikalu, oriche baite ebikalu. Ebikalu kubikola kibuga eyo nobireeta eno mubende produce. So you see you got some money from the bananas. Very good.
Your Excellency, to add on what you mentioned when Kasuku asked the question about digital, your government has done a lot. For instance, Mr. Kasuku was talking about digital employing the youth. Under business processing operations, BPOs, today 25,000 youth in Uganda are engaged in BPOs, working for companies outside Uganda while they are here in Uganda. And one of the enablers to that, and we are targeting 150,000 in the next Kisanja, for 25,000. What has also enabled that is the cost of internet has gone down from $70 per unit in 2018 to now 35. We are now reducing the cost of internet, and also the speed of internet has significantly improved from second generation, which is 2G. Now we are at 5G. So that's why we are able to do this TikToking at a faster speed as if it was in Europe. Lastly, Your Excellency, waliwo abuuziza wano ku kyaba Gen Z ekisooka sorry ghetto youth ekisooka Your Excellency ng'oyita mu office yo ya State House Controller wateekawo saako ez'aba youth buli division mu Kampala wasooka na milioni 10 kati oyongeddemu biliyoni emu bagenda kuzifuna mu biseera kyali byawala buli division kati kyetwetaka ku ba youth bano training them into skills babeko kyebasobola okwekolera naye nga balina kasente webasobola okujja saako bajjeyo mu banka yaabwe bewole ku magoba ga wansi ennyo basobole okukola business. Ate your excellence also office yo eri mu kuzimba workshop Mulago wane Kawempe erimu common user facilities ng'abakola engatto abakola bags ensawo oli aleeta buleesi leather material n'agenda wali byuma byonna bwebiri babiguze mu ebiri control yamaze okubigula mu ebiri mu workshop eyo ebisobola okukozesebwa. Abaagala okukola ebitabo tulina section y'ebitabo tulina y'engatto tulina y'ensawo tulina abakola amasweta knitting ebyuma ebikola goleeta wuuzi ne bakutungira bali n'ofuluma n'esweta zo basobola okukola esweta nga 10 buli lunaku nga ez'enjawulo kala ez'enjawulo okusinziira ky'oyagala n'ebirala. Pulezidenti yatunulira omuntu wa bulijjo yatuma wano ttiimu yaffe n'agamba waliwo abantu bano ab'endaba abatunda amenvu ku nguudo mu bibbo. Pulezidenti n'atutumayo ne tubasinkana n'abolazayo ka kapito emitwalo 10 buli omu n'atuma waliwo mumanya abatoninyira mukange abatunda emmere eyidde ekiro bantu nga 1,000 mu Kampala. Pulezidenti bonna yabatuukamu n'abaweerezaayo kapito 10,000 buli omu 10,000 buli omu ab'ebigaali 10,000 buli omu. Kati ofiisi ya controller era etuuse mu ba boda ebateereddewo looni ey'esente za wansi mu saako zaabwe. Kati ne boda ne ku PDM yennyini kituufu PDM erina okwakuliza bwe tugenda okujjamu for urban areas twabanze okubitegeera tugenda kubujjamu bo basobole okukola ebyenjawulo ebitali bya agriculture. Ate sente mu Kampala abakafuna mu PDM bali 3,000 amaka 3,000 naye ne Wakiso 5,000 naye zino wa Kampala ne Wakiso kati mu kisanja ekijja kubanga tugenda kuwangula sente tugenda kuzongeza zive ku milioni 10 buli mwezi ofisoli buli mwaka zibeere milioni 3 buli mwaka. Naye ate kwezi ebisatu 30% z'abavuuka kiba kitegeeza milioni 9 zijja kubeera z'abavuuka. Ate abavuuka bazifuna batya? Ku kakiiko ka saako y'omuluka chairperson wa youth council w'omuluka ogwo abeera memba. Kitegeeza ba chairperson bafe ababavuuka balina okulwanira ensonga z'abavuuka balabe mbu bwe tubeera abagenda gaba ssente ezo abavuuka bawera enamba yaabwe 30% zigenda kubavuuka. Webale Your Excellency.
Thank you so much for that.
Two last questions you wanted.
No, I think I'll leave mine for today. I will ask Katende, who had the influencer you have kept referring to, Kasuku, to say something on behalf of all of us who are here, to thank Jose for the time that he has given us, and maybe to say something about in the line of your work. Huh?
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. For starters, it's what these suits. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you for the time you've given us to come here and have a chat with you. I know you have a very busy schedule, but you've taken time off to allow us to come here and have a few words with you. I'm a digital content creator, and yeah, you've said certain things about the internet and how it works, but I still feel if you allow, through Natasha, we want to engage you more with the digital content creators to make you understand our job. There are so many people who are employed through digital content creation. Maybe we can see how we try to explain to you what our job entails. How do we harmonize to bring it into most of the ideas you have about taking this country forward. Because most of the youth we are trying to talk to, the youth the government says right now are the biggest population, they are dealing with digital and digital content creation. And we really need the government to come and we work together to harmonize with us, to enhance with us, to support us in all the ways possible as to be part of the government's programs going forward. So I don't know if you could allow us, we get some time.
You make proposals. You make proposals and bring them to Natasha.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Finally, as before I give a vote of thanks, they always tell us when you go to visit your Jajja, they pack for you things, matoke, sweet potatoes and what. So the people told me as I came, they told me, don't forget to tell Jajja that we are here. He should pack for us some things, give you, and you bring, we enjoy. As the Jajja, I said, well, Luseke moving, Luseke coming. Said yes, so as a Jajja, I'll be waiting. You load me with the things for the bazukuru out there, and we go. I know you don't like dancing a lot, but man, we want to have a good time. So yes, we want to go out there and we enjoy ourselves here and there after we've seen our Jajja. Other than that, thank you very much for your time, and we hope you give us more of these engagements. May not be us necessarily all the time, but to those other people, because now we feel we are closer to you. I had never seen you one-on-one real time. So I used to say, hey, because growing up they told us, so now I'm looking at the man, I'm like, wow, the guy is here. So it's a pleasure, and thank you, Natasha, for picking me out to represent all the other YouTubers out there. And I hope, like the president has asked, we are going to engage more with you and you help us push the agenda. Mr. President, we are not bad people. We are only trying to do our jobs, to feed our families, and to see that we get better. So if we get into good books with you, I don't know who's told you people are misusing the internet, but well, those who are misusing it are few, and you can always curb them out. But the biggest part of us, we are really doing well on the internet. So thank you very much for your time, and we hope to see you again. Thank you.
Okay, regarding Okurongora is when people come, the way you reward, you give them gifts. I don't want to go to prison because I'm a candidate. So if I could people, I'll be arrested for bribing. So I think we shall have to wait after the election, then we'll sort out issues. Do you have a lawyer here? Any lawyer? Huh? Mm-hmm. But Dombo knows, she's from the security. What is the policy on gifts?
Yes. Your Excellency.
Hello.
Your Excellency, there are certain activities accepted within the framework of the campaigns. For instance, the people who have come here have spent transport in truck in coming here.
That one I can refund.
Now for the other gifts, they will be best suited, Your Excellency, if it can be arranged after the elections and they come to congratulate you, then it will be a better time for it to happen. But the most important thing now is that they came from somewhere, they must go back and they spend on the way when they were coming. If you could, as you wish, and facilitate them to go back.
That one I will happily do. 1 million, 1 million.
That will be pleasant. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
That one I would happily do. I would even have done more, but now, Sagara gana mukomera. Okay.
Thank you, Mzee, so much for. Thank you, Mzee. Yes. Thank you, Mzee, for the time you have given us. And I trust that we will come back together. I hope you'll give us a chance to come as we are and also add on a bigger group. Like you have said, we can come and, is it called Kujaguza? And like celebrate with you, God willing, after the elections. We come as we are, and then the Vazukulu and Kasuku and all these influencers can, we can get gifts and do all sorts of other fun activities, but after the elections.
So then we can have a group photograph there.
Yes.
They can organize some chairs there and then others stand.
Yes.
People you organize.
Thank you so much. We want to thank you so much for the time. Jajja, for giving us wisdom, and we thank you so much.
How many are they? So somebody organize them. How many are they? 95. Okay. Then tell. These people are 95. Can you mobilize that? They are 95. One mic times. Can you organize it? So they get it now. Okay, people, let's go on.